Hello, hello, hello. How are you? I hope you're doing well. If you're watching YouTube, you can catch us live at twitch.tv/StrakaSmile2. If you are watching YouTube and you'd like to see me, like, make, comment, subscribe, or just feel free to leave a dislike and tell me why. Either way, I hope you have a wonderful day, and let's get into this. Alright, let me quickly try to check the sound. Check the sound, please. Work? No, of course it won't work. Okay. Alright, check, 1, 2, 3. Alright, cool. Good. Alrighty. Let me fix that, and then let me get the, let me have it first on this side. Then let me get the game up and rolling. Otherwise it won't load. Okay, will load. Will be next to press to get to work. The way it should. Alright. We'll see how many we can get done today. I mean, we've gotten through quite a bit. I want to at least try to get through, hopefully one job, definitely, maybe two. Hopefully the power doesn't go out. It rain. I'm trying. Alright, so our next job is this one, the shooting gallery. Hello there. I opened this morning to find my shooting guy covered in cotton candy and burger relish. One of the other stall holders, Kevin, claims to have seen a mini twister pushing through the carnival in the middle of the night. It's strange, though. There's nothing on the news or any of the other stalls. Well, I mean, ironically, there have been many a bad thing to happen, so... And he would know. I mean... Like, I would go, yeah, he's, oh, look. Bigfoot. I think. I mean, we've got the airplane. This is the... That's cool. Bigfoot target. Heyo, Chris, how are you? It's so weird. Alright. Oh. It's okay. We'll be cleaning. I saw Bigfoot. I was like, yeah, look, it's Bigfoot. Apparently I got an achievement for that. He's so noisy. Alright. Anyway, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I wonder how much this target platform is taking. Glad to hear you're doing good. My weekend was okay. I started work on the winter Christmas outfit. So it takes time to get that and everything else done. Because, you know, I change everything up for Christmas. I mean, it takes a lot longer because, like, unlike with Halloween where I just change up the model, right? I actually do, like, all the artwork and stuff, right? So I start earlier on, choose. Yes. Huh. Anyway. That's like a 2 to 3 month project, so it's nothing to worry about there. To be fair, Christmas still has like 2 months away. Oh look, it's the Hilter Sculptor, which you would not find here in the US, really, typically. And the Ferris wheel. Okay, so hey, more of it's set up. Wait, when did everything happen? So I've seen them. They were running a stall. Get that up over there. And something else we're probably going to clean up later. And there as well. So I guess we'll add even more to the fair this time. Oh, and the carousel. Interesting. I have no specific opinions at the moment. Working electricity. I'm being realistic though. That's not a problem that you guys can solve. There we go. Are these cats? Oh my. Why are they shooting cats? Like, I mean, the real answer is because this is all references. Oh yeah, washing my cells with an actual proper power washer. It's like taking a monster truck into the bumper cars. What? What do you mean a real power? Dude. So this would be referencing the cats going off and running off, right? I think that's what this is. So yeah, there's no human interaction that could cause this. A guy like, oh please. Alright. Anyway, but if you look around, you'll see that other things are also referencing jobs from the previous game as well, so most likely the cats are because the whole thing was the cats are on marching, right? You can see them marching to the shore. But it does make it questionable, because it's like, but why? I don't want to know what this is. I'm gonna be honest. Once it's covered in soap to see more details. I have a sneaking suspicion that, this isn't a very popular stall normally. I could be wrong, mind you, but... Yeah, because weird kids like weird things, but, like... Weird. Wait, which one am I using? Good. Alright. The horror of this game is just how gross things end up. Where they become too concerned, you know? Like, why would you not think this is a bit of an issue? Apparently there was a tornado of hot dogs and cotton candy, I think is what it said. Sorry. Cotton candy and burger relish. Though, knowing this game, probably. The actual, what happened. I'm shocked that this is... I guess the last side must also need to be cleaned as well. And the question is, can we open this? Okay. Cleaner. Table rack needs to be cleaned as well. Then I'll have to clean the other side as well, because it's not like we can see everything here. I mean, it's coming out, but it's like, yeah, I don't think I'd want to use I'd want these, plushies. I think somebody missed the memo in telling them. There's the cat. I can't put the cats in this one? Oh, look, how lovely. I guess the park has been upgraded a bit, too. Unless it's a different park, but I don't know. Also, what do you think of my car now? Isn't my van awesome? The watermelon van? Not in this level, apparently. At least not that cat. I think they're all just probably like right out of reach. Yeah. Let me look around and see if I can't figure out what the other cat. Yeah, I can't reach that cat. Can't reach Ulysses, and I think it was Bubble. But I don't know where the other one. I think Squeak. Oh wait, Squeak. Yeah. How did I know this was Squeak? Like, how did I know that was Bubbles? The other one is Squeak. Like, I shouldn't have been able to know just based on, like, yes. The cat personalities are too understandable. Alright. I completely guessed it, but I got the cat right, so it's like, oh, completely, it's like... To be honest. Would you ever want to get these plushies? Really? Yeah, see, that's what I was saying. And see, I feel like these are the better plushies, and then you have these over here. There. Yeah. Everything needs disinfecting. Everything. Like disinfecting this with soap. And other horrifying, we don't want to think about what chemicals. And magic! Oh wow, I've used it all. That must be there's a spot that I was thinking that I don't... wait, no, I know where it is. The cats. And above. Clean here. That's weird. Interesting. Just what we need, a power washer at an attraction that was already brazenly wasting water. Hello, Kevin Bernard. Haven't seen you in a while. Sorry, Kevin, what? Okay, God, don't get your cob on. Kevin's just extremely blunt. Remember in the first game, he wasn't actually... It's like everybody... He's very blunt and rude-ish. But he's not a bad guy. I'm sure you do, but all I was saying is... I mean, I feel like... He's definitely not the politest of people. I mean, think about it. He isn't the worst. Especially out of the individuals that are in this game. You know, jobs and stuff. And to some extent, I'd say making a relatively obvious joke. Heck, I mean, think about it. He technically didn't actually contact us to actually clean the helter skelter, right? Until after it had literally fallen into the mud because he tried not to run over monks who had been egging the mayor's house. Like, he could be worse. He could be the mayor. Who wants to steal our cats? Whereas Kevin just wants his helter skelter to exist. Heck, beyond that, says considering the likelihood, there's a decent chance that he was the one that said, hey, there's this place. But I will say, if you're gonna have a shooting gallery based on the events of first game, right? We know that the many, tornado things that only cover one thing do exist. A la the the monks in the first game. So he probably wasn't wrong. Especially since no human can do this. It's a bit too thorough. Hello, Mr. Kenji. How are you? I hope you've been well. Yes, it has. My, I hope... thank you. Yep, this is my Halloween outfit. Which I just wear all October because it's like... the amount of work. Yeah. But this year I decided instead of doing a more complicated costume, I was just gonna do goth. Be goth. Thank you. Alright. Alright, I know there's gotta be a... No, that was fine, okay. But, yeah, I... came up with a concept, and I just worked on getting it done. Only this... I was better at a blender. They could actually have the ornaments be the ones I wanted to have. My hair ornaments be the ones I wanted to do. I try. I succeeded only like 2 or 3 times, and my brother wasn't feeling well enough to help. So, yeah, basically I did not end up doing what I wanted. I had a fully designed hair ornament thing, those skulls, but they just don't stick to. I don't know. I don't know how to make it work. I know how to design it. I know how to sculpt it. I even figured out the color, everything like that. I just cannot figure out how to stick it to my head and for it to just stay. And I don't know what I do wrong. So, yeah. And I can't find the video I originally watched to learn how to do that anymore, because apparently it's just been buried by a bunch of other stuff that I'm not looking for. So I don't want to use like 3 or 4 different programs to succeed at doing it. Which becomes very frustrating when I'm like, what the heck did I do wrong? I just don't know. One day I'll figure it out. That's not really as much my thing. I just... because of the nature of Zeroid... Help! I've got my road sweeper into real jam, literally. I try to design things to go on, but I've only successfully made it work once. Alright, and if we go on the other side. Apparently. I think all the cat targets are done. Alright. here. Just gonna clean all of it. We just gotta put the whipped cream on all of it. Alright, so what do you want for tomorrow, by the way? I'm asking now because I don't know when the, or if, you know? Yeah, just no Minecraft until I... have a certain level of confidence that it won't just die. Unless, of course, it's like the creative mode thing we discussed. That is fine. But other than that, it's this, Slime Rancher, we could do something on Switch, as I've said. I can aim at Ulysses now. That makes sense. Alrighty, we can do more Slime Rancher. We are at the end. So yeah. So by end, I have no idea how much is in the end portion. And beyond that, I obviously have other things I'm working on as well. There we go. Oh. Hello, Snow. How are you this evening? Hope you're doing well. Alright. I'm glad to hear that. There we go. Alright. You just get this clean. This whole thing is actually pretty horrendous. Am I out? Not quite. Now I am. Alright. It's so vibrant underneath the gunk. It's insane. Oh, wouldn't want those plushies though. Alright. Okay. And then we just clean these, and this should be all of this wall done. Although it says curtains, but it doesn't really look like a curtain, does it? I mean, I guess it is once you get up close, but... I know I probably wouldn't have done a curtain, you know? For something like this. It would be a little difficult for, like, traversing it around, but... Like, moving it around, but, like... Like, in a place like this, imagine the amount of grime that would get on this thing. Well, you don't even have to imagine. It just doesn't feel like a smart option. Okay. Disinfect. Alrighty. There. There we go. Alright. Alright. And that's clean. And we're out. Alright. I don't have enough soap now, but it's cleaner. Look how clean it is underneath. Kevin, you do know that I recycle my water. I've got trays that run along the bottom, constantly redirecting the backends and spray guns. I thought you knew that. I did not. That would explain why your gallery gets progressively dirtier. Cyclically. Actually, that's true. Cyclically, I think that's what it is. Ironically, that is true. That if you never replace the water, it will continuously get worse and worse. So that is good, like a good thing to point out. Although he's probably not that sick about it, but it is true. Because obviously with the paint and everything, any and all grime and everything, ironically, it will just like literally wash right back into the gotta become dirtier and dirtier. So in reality, yeah, it is in fact going to cause the thing to get worse and worse as time goes on. Alright. I'm not saying, like, just continue, like wastewater, you know? I'm saying flush it down and replace the water probably once a day. I think that's a good compromise for something like this. Keep things working. While also not going and causing issues. It can also cause it to start getting a smell too. So yeah, this is probably not the most popular of stands, realistically speaking. Well, the water under normal circumstances to just replace, or rather to have it, is somewhat okay. As I was saying, the problem is, think of it like this. This is the open air, right? Anything can literally run in. And, yeah. So let's say a squirrel decides to run across your stuff, right? A muddy, dirty squirrel because it ran through like some mud puddles. If you continue to use that water, you're going to continue to spread that mud. And depending on like how much gunk yeah, that's what I'm saying. And yeah, you gotta clean pool water. And also, the pool water will either have like chlorine or salt or something of that nature added into it to keep it from keep it clean and usable. In that way. And fit for human use. Salt is enough, to be clear. It doesn't need to be, like, ridiculous, but not only do pools get cleaned, but they have oxygen. Why, you don't necessarily want to get into the pool the day after they cleaned it. Or if you do, get goggles kind of thing. You're not used to it kind of thing. Kind of hurt. Get goggles because it will hurt. A lot. Your eyes, I mean. Yeah, generally for something like this, if they're recycling the water, they would add like salt or chlorine or something. And be clean. And if it's at a grubby fair, then yeah, you're risking getting sick. Probably. I wouldn't disagree with that with some of the stuff here, but I'm just saying in general that's how you, That's why you gotta be careful of not, like, because otherwise you might get pink eye. With an attraction like this. Yeah, there's people do it too. And yeah, if you get the water in your eye... I feel for you. There. Alright. Anything that's dirty will no longer be dirty. Soap. Yeah, I should save. Double make sure. Even though I hit the button. Oh, exactly, Kevin. I have to bleach the bejazzle out of it every third Saturday. Okay, good. I see. I had previously attributed the noxious smell to the fumarole power station. Shall amend my online reviews of their premises. So yeah, they're still talking about that. But see, that's the thing. Like, Kevin actually had some knowledge about actually like, keeping things clean and stuff. That's what he's like, uh-huh. We can have a conversation. That's why I go with, he's not the worst. He's not gonna randomly steal your cat. Or try to steal your cat. Also, he's not the one that decided to hide that there was a power washer in town to try and be the only one that would be better and cleaner. And so, you know, again, I just kind of feel like, I don't know, I don't hate him. I feel like he's supposed to be a grouchy old gut man, but does take pride in his craft. But yeah, and again then, though, whatever the day was, you don't want to be like them either. But even still, I was more meaning like about the dirt, along with bacteria and stuff as well. Well, that would smell. Alright. Roof is almost done. I say knowing it's not really, but it's Yeah, I think my biggest question is, so is this a different fair? Is it the same fair? I mean, it's gonna look very different, you know, after it's done. Oh wait, so is the board done? Yes. Alright. There we go. Alright. Oh, I missed that side entirely. I'm gonna have to work on that first. There. Cool. What does the ball need cleaning? Nope. Alright. There we go. There. Anyway. Then this piece of the roof is done. And then this is the final bit of roof. I mean, it's not really, but it will then allow us to clean the bottom part. There, we can see that now. It's really all we have left. There we go. Oh, how much we can fit of this? Let's love to get this started as well. And then we can just kind of swing. Alright. There. Okay. Doing like this. Just thought, how long has it been? I keep thinking this, but is this still the same fair? Is this a different fair that just happens to look the same as the first fair? Be the same people? It is the same fair. How long has it been since we actually saved the day? Has it only been a short amount of time? Has it been a long time? Has it been months? Has it been years? Has it been a week? I'm just saying, because in that time we've apparently bought our own office. And now have kittens who look like they'd be about 4 to 5 months old. Maybe 6 months even, depending. Maybe weeks, like, but still. And then the question becomes, is this even the same place? It looks pretty much the same other than the fact that now there's a really pretty lake out the back here. But you can still see that stupid... What is that over there, actually? That's the skate park, I think. Maybe not. No, maybe that's something else. Are we actually going to be able to tell where we are in regards to things, I wonder, in this game? That'd be awesome. I mean, obviously there's that stupid, I don't understand why it's there. Faithful. Alright, so see, here's the thing for the rest of the roof. We need to do this. Tiny little ruffle here. Wait, what is this? Ice cream. Ooh. And squeak. You know, that's funny. I guess Squeak likes ice cream. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say the word ice cream? Hello. You don't have to be so predictable. Sorry, my cat came at the word ice cream. Yes, I did. And the glutton appeared. Like clockwork. Mm-hmm. How crazy. Yeah. Thing is, if he can get his little paws on it, he will have it. Buddy. No. What are you doing? Yeah, don't get tied up in the wires. Shh. Come here. Oh, pretty one. No, I'm not giving you any because I haven't got any. Too smart. You hear me? I'm too smart. He's moved out of the way. Now I can go. It's where he's learned the name of every sweet. Well, really every dairy product. Buddy. Honey. Yeah, I see you. What are you doing? Honey. No. No. No, baby. That's the screen. You can't. No. No. No, he's about to scratch the screen, which would be worse. He's recently paid, like, I'm obviously not playing what he wants. I mean, what he wants to see, so he's whining. Kitty kitty, no. No. No, you're. Yes. But if you keep misbehaving, I might have to make you. So. You rat. What are you doing? I'll put you up there. Baby. I must pay attention to him. I must hug him. Oh, but it's warm, so don't actually hug him. Cat. Am I right? I do love him, but he can be a little demanding. Okay. Alright. There we go. There we go. Let's at least get the generator clean. Alright. Wow. It's gonna be scrubbed delicious. That's an entirely different color. Goodness, they're lucky I use magic. Because, let's be real. If it wasn't using magic, that purple would have stayed in this forever. Alright, where's it? Let's need it here. There. Dude. Okay. Hopefully nothing else the generator is needed. Oh, cable. That'll be easy enough. There. I mean, that's where I end up going, I just don't think that some human could do this. Apology accepted, Kevin. It's not an apology call. It's a carefully worded clarification. Always last word, Kevin. Not at all. You know, I think that's interesting because in the first game we see the interaction between him and someone who is newer, the person with the carousel, right? Whereas obviously this person's been part of the carousel carnival longer, and this does know how to deal with him. Or, well, talk to, explain, such and such. Break it down. Understand you gotta break it down. Which is interesting. In the first game, you only saw, like, the separated text messages. Whereas here, because you're in group chats and stuff, you're actually seeing their interactions and how they interact with everyone else. Which does add an extra little bit of flair to it. I kind of like it. Because the thing is, it's like, now it's not just the stagnant character. Now you can see, okay, so how does everybody else react to them? When they're talking to them and whatever. Like in this case, the Picote well, assumes that obviously Mr. Kevin Bernard should know things. At the same time, when he realizes that he does not, does break it down. And also knows, yeah, you're not getting an apology out of him, but accepts that that's as close as you're gonna get. And that it most likely will not be brought up again. It's also clearly being indicated. Same way to kind of do it. It also shows that Mr. Cameron, he's a bit older than the others, probably, in general. Of how he kind of behaves and all that, and that's not a bad thing. It also explains that while he's like, well, it's weird. He doesn't just go, oh, he must be lying. He goes, it is weird, though. I mean, there was nothing... Also, now that we're looking at this, can we say major fan of our character? In-game version. Ah, yes. No idea who we are. In the slightest. Well, I was trying to figure out how does the guy know to contact us in general. Because he didn't mention Harper, and if it was... Although it might have been Kevin, but... If it had been Mr. Bernard... Actually, no, it probably was him, considering that we're part of that group chat, meaning that... the one that recommended it. But probably not under the same name as what he contacted us under. That's Harper. But obviously would assume that obviously that would be the case, because, you know. Let's see who it is. Alright, that one needs cleaning somewhere that I haven't gotten yet. There. That's all clean. And get the other side now as well. We could even do soap first. Alright. Okay. Copy that to the top. I think everything I'll need is up top. Yeah, let's make this the easy way. Yep, that was that. And yeah. Boom. And then that should all be done as well. Cool. Oh, I see what I've got to do. Oh, I messed up. Alright. And then there should be a few over here, I think. I think that's all of them. Alright. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Although for the tray doesn't seem to exist. I'm gonna be honest. So I'm gonna guess that's just a design thing. Anyway, with the water though, you still need to, by the way, replace the water every now and then. Even if you are bleaching it. I feel like I do need to say that, because that is an important part of that. To for a place like this. Because, well, yes, you can bleach the water. Removing the dirt from it so it doesn't, like, continue to stick to the clothes. Yeah. Alright, I think that's most of this. Alright. I think the outside is done. So now I think I just gotta get the inside done. Alright. Oh, that's cool. But then that makes me want to actually see the inside. I go, well, that's a bit of a shame, isn't it? I guess the inside is clean. Okay. And then we can kind of clean this area. Alright. Seriously, it does have me curious. What could be left? Boom. The temple's clean. Was this? The Sea Palace was not clean yet. Probably spin the back, yeah. Done. Floor definitely also needs cleaning. Along with all that stuff, but this is a good start. There we go. Look how clean that is gonna be in a second. Even Boona agrees it's gonna be clean. Oh gosh. Doesn't look like one of those is on the right track. Yeah. You can't push it back either. Alright. I guess the gallery floors in general. No. Greetings, Bubby. Honey, what are you up to? Honey. No. Sweetie pie, no. You know better. No, 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 no. Oh, my cutie, it's okay. Yeah. Good day, good day. Go out and go sit on the couch. Let's some food. If it's food. Alright, if it's not food, then it's food in your bowl. Guaranteed. Hmm? On one what? Oh, yeah. I wonder if it would look more impressive if I clean it. Close. I was going to have removed the mermaid's gems now that they've been stolen, but I used really strong glue. I'm sure they'll be recovered soon anyway, right? Dude, you really have no idea who you're talking to, do you? Also, you know, now that I think about it, an unfortunate time for the game to come out and have that be a major plot point. They could not have guessed. You know? Anyway. I mean, it's funny though. Super funny. Alright, yeah, the dirt's underneath. Very unfortunate. Got it. Well. Anyway. But, I mean, to be fair to the game developers, there was no way they could predict a plotline about stolen jewels would be... Yeah. What am I stuck on? Alright. Anyway. And to be clear, I'm not like discussing this, I'm just literally saying that we're in an awkward time to be a game developer and making a game like this. And then I feel for them. I feel like I could be specific. Sure. Anyway. Although I guess that's a question, Chris. Do you think they probably are feeling a bit awkward at this point? Or like, wow, we predicted the future. Yeah, I do agree. Shrug your shoulders in that sense. I was just more meaning, yeah, it basically was the same week even. That's cool. Pretty much almost. That was all. Nothing else to it though. Wait. Oh, it's the target platform wall. Okay. Cool. So I should only have these walls left, basically, in the plushies, and that should be it. Oh, I forgot this thing. I don't know if I want to know what this says. Alrighty. There we go. By the way, if you want a kitty update, he has now fallen asleep. on his chair. I would have thought he'd go pretty much anywhere else. Well, I say his chair. It's not really his chair. I don't think he doesn't sleep there, you know? It's like elsewhere. Like the bed. Well, not bed. The thing behind me, whatever that is. His bed. In his mind. Or he goes off into the living room. Oh, sorry, I'm talking about you and you know me. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll stop. Oh, easy enough. Oh. I mean, of all of them, that's the most normal. Of the lot, yeah. I think that's all of it. I didn't mean to wake you, buddy. I won't talk about you, I promise. Anymore. Alright. And then there. Alright. Yeah, I need to go shop something really quickly. I will be right back. 1 second. Bye-bye. Buddy's not happy though. I dared to get up and move. Maybe I'll see it. Okay. Anyway. Oh, this shelf's not about to be clean. What did I miss? Oh wait, I know I missed. It's on this side. Alright. Mm-hmm. I guess this must be the elusive, like, if you can hit the, like, that would be the 50-pointer with Bigfoot. Alright. There we go. Clean. This can actually be the easiest to clean up. Okay. Okay. Yeah, honestly, I'm shocked at how long this this one is. This is okay. I'm shocked that I haven't found the spot yet. Maybe like along here. Okay. I don't see anything. Yeah, this one's pretty detail oriented. Right. Oh wait, never mind. There we go. Sorry, I was just blind. Yeah, we're gonna go all the way. I'll have to undo it from the front. Oh, there's a little caterpillar. I'm almost out, but I think I have enough to finish. There you go. Nice. Okay. Where's the little spot? I don't see any. Oh. Ah. Got it. Alright. Go. There. Cool. Alright. I think I already got that one. Alright. There. Okay, let me just clean this side the same way. Oh, right, this side also needs to be cleaned. Alright. We're so close to being done, and it's not even funny. Ish. I guess these should also be scrubber-dub-dub down too. Alright. It's already... Yeah, I don't know, we're really near the end. We're just getting the, this way now. Okay. What kind of ceiling am I missing other than like right there? Like, I see inner ceiling here, but I don't understand. Oh, cool. See that? Oh, I see over there. Alright. That's clean. Clean. One second, I need to check something real quick. Alrighty, sorry. Alright, so let's finish. Alright, so we shouldn't have too much left. I think we just have walls at this point, right? And maybe a few plushies. What? Up. Alright. Okay. That, and then to get the other side, I gotta hop the floor on this side. Hop up. And then... this should be done, and then we gotta do the plushies on this side, and then we gotta do the... Alright. There, I think we're all done. Yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna Spray this down a second. Easy squeezy. Okay. Okay. Alright, that wall's done. Alright, so there's very little that actually need to be done left. Oops, I missed this. That figures. Done with that one. Oh wait, the bottom of the shelf. And there. This plushie? No, it's something outside. Oh, this post. Oh, and this. Not where it's missing. Perhaps on this side? Yeah, on this side. Alright, so it does think there's something else over here I've missed. This specific plushie just did not get clean. Okay. Alright, it's gotta be inside now. This thing, I thought I did it, but you know what? Whatever. Alright. So, I'm missing a post. This post, it looks like, maybe? That's kind of wall. And then finally, there's a post missing. That post. Wow, I can't wait to see what it looks like when it's all done. Okay, and it only can be cleaned on the inside. Good to know. Oh, I didn't notice it. Not here. Look at the same post down below. I'll check below. No, there's no post in here. It has to be there. Well, there's something to it, I guess. Job complete. Okay. That was a lot. I mean, it definitely has an entirely different look after. Oh yeah, Aqua Regis. Amazing. I can't wait for Kevin to see this. It's the ultimate final word. Just like, I need to look at the final word. Sure, kiddo, sure. Competition. Well, I don't think he cares all that much. Realistically speaking. Alright, the new furniture item is a chair. Features 6 chairs, small. I kind of like it. I think I'm gonna wait and see what else we get, because I don't think we've had anything be removed. Right? So, cuteness. Who needs pets? This needs pets. Weak. Of course, needs pets. Alright, detergento. I just want you to know that from this day forth, you were forever loved by at least one person. Me. Started work this morning and forgot all about my detour around the annual Huckleberry Run on Oak Street Grove. My road sweeper straight into the party zone. Drove my road sweeper right through a party zone. Not sure what the fallout from this is going to be. What happened with all the Jews flying around? People kept their camera phones in their pockets. I've got away with it. One thing's for sure, if I go back to the yard with it looking like this, I know what my work nickname is going to be for the next 40 years. Jam boy. He who got fired. Hey, look, it's the toilet, but it's closed right now because we don't need to go. It's a shame it's the same street, but dang. Yeah, pretty bad, isn't it? Not that bad. As soon as I turned the corner and saw all the revelers having fun chucking huckleberries around, I knew I was in trouble. I had no choice but to style it out and act like I knew I was supposed to be there. Or, you know. Simply quite, like... Oh, look at that. Okay. Oh, that's so... Realistically, we're not even using that much right now. Alright. There. Okay. Cool. Pretty easy to spray down. Luckily. There we go. Realistically speaking, I mean, I do feel like this would be out of a fireball expense, you know? At the same time, how did he get to where all that was? Could there have been, like, blockades and things around the area? To prevent that from happening? In theory, there would have been something up, like a sign that says detour at the very least. I mean, that's how it usually goes here, but maybe it would be different in this fictional town. But the entire point is that you don't want people to get into... well, to have issues like this. So you try to have that be blocked up before you ever get to that point. New props. It would have been a semi-alright if I hadn't panicked pressed all my brushes on. I don't know, I just thought, I'm driving for the parade. I gotta look official, like I'm a fruit mixer or something. Yeah, if it was a parade, especially, even more so. It's really underestimated the power of the sweep. It turned the street into a river a jillion seconds. I do think I end up going with... yeah, no, that's at least partially. I'm partial on the guy too. I don't know at that point, but like, if there's no detour signs, no barricades, no nothing, even then, probably burn it out if I hadn't started waving. I don't know, just thought, I gotta own this moment. Yeah, that's on you, that part. no much. All the while, down below, the brushes were creating a disaster zone of epic proportions. Where are they coming from? I mean, clearly they're capable. Pets for you, Lucy. Pets for Squeak. Where's Bubbles? Bubbles must be here somewhere. Where's Bubbles? That's odd. No, Squeak could be the one that's farther away. Up there, Bubbles. Alright. But no, I mean, like, could have been way worse than just crashing a parade. With fruity goo flying over them. Like, that could have been, like... Again, I go with yes, you should have noticed. At the same time, were there any signs to notice? There weren't, and I wanted to keep the morale high, you know? I have no report for this. I love my job. Every time I catch a piece of litter between the brushes, I feel like a black hole sucking in another galaxy. No, I mean, I could report it. Or assume it. Meanwhile, in Di Sargento... Uh-oh. Aura caught sight of it. That's the... Oh no, poor guy. Red looks of a geezer. Let him have it, mate. Clearly underpaid. Oh, please. CDL drivers earn good money. I hope so, because he's gonna need a vacation. From Gento. Look at that, Chris. Fair enough. Anyway, this guy unfortunately drove into a Huckleberry Jim parade. Again, I go with, I don't feel like it's entirely on the guy. It is partially that he should kind of notice, but like if there were no detour signs or barricades up, it does open questions. The dude doesn't talking like there were any. Ironically, that maybe what saves him. Well, it would be in real life, but... Alright, what am I missing? I wouldn't say, but I do say in the case of something like that where it's like it does open up the question of safety in general. Because that could have been far worse than the dude who accidentally crashed the party with his sweeper. With some jam. With all that went flying. Cause yeah, man, it's not that easy to drive. Particularly for a parade like that. Right, cab door. But ironically, at least like this one, it had a decent enough explanation. Why is it so messy? Because he quite literally... jam. Just going everywhere. And then the warning light... that thing up top. Ta-da! We've completed it. You ready to show you able to shop? Let's hear from the council. Things can rinse him. You got Huck. I mean, Finn. Yeah, Huck Finn. Out of a real sticky one there. And don't worry, he's fine. In fact, he's currently telling a story on the local news network. Which hopefully means that you'll get some more... You know, I feel like this is the kind of thing where it turns into a whole... Yeah. Like, basically, the question is where were the barricades and stuff to prevent that? Detour signs, you know, the like... The poor dude, he just, like, ended up driving in. He's trying to do what he can to be like, I'm totally supposed to be here. If you try to get away. And it just... kept getting worse. Well, that's a real life... That feels... somewhat real life situation. Alright, what's this? The high muckamucks in the ivory towers of Oh wait, no, sorry. Morning, sugar. The high muckamucks in the ivory towers in the Liberty City have demanded we clean our humble gas station. Could you believe the gall of them? First, they build a new interstate that reduces passing traffic to a trickle. Then they say we're an eyesore to a few still traveling on it. The town of year things put a rocket up their behinds. If they ain't happy about the state of this place, then they could at least put their hands in their pockets rather than expect honest folk like us to foot the bill. Anyways, you can best get on. We'll be inside, twiddling our thumbs, staring at the walls. Yeah. Little southern. Alrighty, ooh. Unfortunate. Whole place screams Texas. Kind of. Definitely screams South, I guess. But in like the, yeah, actually. Which is a little weird, because like, probably would just be pretty American, generic Floridian. I would assume. I mean, it's changed over the years, mind you. Because I've lived in different places. But Yeah. Say, how are you doing the whole thing over? You know, like doors, walls, and all them fiddly bits out back front. Even the roof. Only I ain't been up there quite some time, but our boy Marvin practically lives up there, so who knows what you'll find. Yeah, I'm not entirely certain, like, because it could be Lou for, like, Louis. It could be Lou for Louise, too. Or Luann. I don't think they actually... But I'm not sure if I'm doing, like, the right voice for that, but it's what I can do. I'm probably not gonna finish this job. I'm probably gonna try and make it decent, but, like... Well, I've already been going for 2.5 hours. Well, this one might be an easy one. It might not. I prefer it's a quicker and easier one, but I just can't guarantee that with the amount, with the detailing, there's quite a bit of detailing already to it, and oh, look at that. And the amount. This could be a 2-hour one. 3-hour. And, I mean, well, it's unlikely. It could be a 1-hour one. Anyway, honestly, other than the pumps, this isn't actually all that bad. Or rather, wouldn't be that bad, really. The pumps would be like, you don't want to use the pumps, but... And it's more likely it's been abandoned. The dust in itself isn't that bad, because it's just like, yeah. Dusty highway here. I am curious, though, where is this supposed to be? Really and truly. Oh, I'm out. Alright. Okay. Anyway. Well, honestly, obviously access is gonna depend on where you are, right? The thing is, I would have... If it was even supposed to... I still don't feel like it really would be America, but... If it is supposed to be America, I would peg it as more like... West Coast? I mean, obviously with the Pacific, but... Beyond that, kind of with, some of the other things. Or maybe up north. And this is screaming kind of like... I'll tell you what, sugar. You wouldn't believe the things we've seen come along here, now they open the interstate. Anyone sneaking in and out of town comes this way, but so too do the money trucks now. And you should see the size of them. Yeah, they gotta be more. Well, East Coast doesn't really make sense because it'd be the Atlantic then, but beyond that... Like... I'm gonna say something cool. If this was East Coast South, like, in just the U.S., right? Southern U.S., Southeastern. Oh, there's Peak. We're missing a lot of pools. Especially if you get the farther south you get. It does... Although that'd be the same in Southwest as well. The whole thing is kind of very much... Because when you get that warmer weather, you don't really want to be... This screams kind of like... Maybe beyond, like if it wasn't like the... Well, actually, this wouldn't really be Texas specifically, but... It's like this, in a lot of ways, screams more like Midwest. A little bit. Oh, I guess this is actually a Circle K. Never mind. Oh, other things, definitely. but it doesn't kind of, but, like, either, like, part of Texas or more likely, like, Arizona or New Mexico or whatever, for this kind of, with the mountains and with the desert kind of thing. And very sad hot cats. Yeah, but where's Ulysses? Where is Ulysses? Smart. Again, like I said, the whole thing with the first game was, oh, it's actually in the Pacific Ocean, not the Atlantic. So they wouldn't be Atlantis, they'd be pacifists. Which is dumb because that's not why it was called Atlantis. It was because the city was quite literally called Atlantis. So they would still be Atlantean. Kind of thing where at first I had wondered if maybe it was supposed to be like, oh, it's really bad. It's like, it's a mix. I mean, it would be a place that can't really exist in the real world. In the way that it does, clearly. Not that that's a bad thing. Okay, it's just... Like, yes, we've got kitschy stops, like this would absolutely be, like... Actually, it's kind of odd, because it's like... This is America. This would be some sort of kitschy stop as well. Not just a gas station, especially along something like this. They'd either have, like, giant folk dinosaurs, or giant cactus, something, or, like, a full-on playset or whatever kind of thing. That place, but, like, just something to get people to stop there. Because it's not like this is a rest station, right? Or a rest, Also, oh, we can see this, where we are in comparison. I think that is the, billboard over there. No, the billboard should be on this side. I don't know. Probably somewhere. Yeah, no. Yeah, that's the billboard back over there. Effectively. But it's been moved slightly farther back so that it is harder to see. Because you would see this, and that was the thing on the side. Clever. Anyway. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing to me. Like, that's the thing that makes me go, it doesn't really feel like America. Like, concept, you don't have some other reason to get people to stop here. It's just, oh, it's a gas station. Yeah, right. Especially because you also, like, if you're stopping here, you don't want to just have to stop for gas. In fact, you will try to have, like, your gas fully filled up by the time you get here. Or long before you had gotten to this point. It's like, this is the last one you'd want to, like, stop at. And no, not because it's dirty or messy or anything, but because it's, like, in the middle of nowhere. And that's just not flying. So you gotta have some other reason for them to, like, stop. By having something like a little attraction, parents who just also need to, like, just stop with their kids and stuff will just be like, "Ooh, we'll just stop for a moment. Check out the dinosaurs or the wizards or whatever. Castle." You know? I was thinking just a gas station. And well, yeah, the city's a bit far away. It feels like they watched like the Cars movie and thought, oh yeah, this makes sense. A plot line. Gets a little again, nothing against that. Maybe we don't have the other one because that'd be much better for flying up here. There we go. That should be all of that. Anyway, it's just not kitschy enough for it to be like, yeah. I'd get Snow's opinion, but I don't think Snow's awake anymore, so... yeah. Oh. Yep. I see that. Anyway, creeping overall, it just... never mind, okay. It feels... I was just trying to ask your opinion. It feels like they're trying to be like, oh, this would be like an American gas station, right? Like, but they don't understand that if it's on a highway like this and all that, that it needs to have like some sort of stupid theme and like a little place in the back that's more than just a little playground. I think they did. Or it's like, if you're gonna be a little gas station in America along the highway, you need to have, like, something else to stop and look at. Yeah, see? I mean, it's just a certain... because the fact is, you're not gonna get people coming in. Just get gas. They'll have gotten gas in town, and it just... and even if they super duper need it, they'll just be like, we're not that far away from town, we can just go back, go there, or go back. But if you have like some sort of roadside attraction to it, then it's like, yeah, okay, we can check that out. I mean, there's some super cool ones too. Out there. And part of why it's like, if you're gonna go on a road trip, you gotta stop the attractions and stuff. You don't just like... but if you're just trying to get to a destination, yeah, you're gonna probably ignore it, but yeah. There's just a certain level to it. And this just ain't it. I mean, like, if it's not even going, oh, we have a giant cactus. Like, if it had, like, a sign that said, I don't know, world's smallest cactus or largest cactus or whatever, I would totally buy a lot easier that this is, like, a gas station in America. Along the road. Yeah. Like, it should have, like, some sign that at least says that. Or if they have a playground, it's like one of those old wooden playgrounds kind of thing. That would be like looking like a castle. Because it's a castle kind of thing. Because you're not specific, like, you're not looking for just the average traveler. You're looking for the tired parent that just wants to get off the road. Because not only are you going to buy gas, they'll also buy food. They'll... like, see, you've got the picnic tables here, but it's like you gotta have a reason for them to stop here. Like, you're like, You know what? Let's look at that. For the kids who said, "Are we there yet?" for like the 15,000th time. And they just see on the road where it said something like, "The world's largest cactus," or cactus garden kind of thing. And be like, let's just stop there. So this isn't a place to stop. Like, even if it was, even once it's clean, it's not gonna be a place to stop like that. It's gonna be a place to get gas and go. And it'd be another thing, again, if there was like more like farms and stuff along the way, kind of thing, where it's like, okay, people who are going to back to their farm or back and forth, this is where they get their gas. But you don't have that either, so it would have to be something like, check this out. Otherwise, it's like, you don't want to stop at a little lonesome gas station in the middle of nowhere. You don't know who owns the place. You don't know if there's like some sort of serial killer over here, you know? Dirt finders, park warden. I hear you're back in business. We're in a bit of a fix. The recreation grounds bandstand's filthy dirty. Sure would appreciate your help. That kind of thing, and it's just it's like, if you know what you know, it's like, yeah, especially like once you get like south. But I want to get your opinion, because it's like, well, I've seen a bunch of those kinds of things. I've also lived mostly in Florida and other places in the south, typically. I don't know, I was like, maybe it's more of a west. Yeah, no, it's just literally like, you'll have something to entrance people over enough to be like stopping. In fact, it'll be like something you pay like $10 to go in and check out. That's where you make your money, is people going in to check that out. Or if it's free, it's like, it gets people to go walk around and just go, you know, I need some food. And it's a smart business model. To some extent. Or at least it was. There you go. But yeah, I mean, it just says it is. In fact, not only would they have something here, it would be something that's shaded if it's this hot. Like, I mean, it's not going to be a playground outside. That's for sure. Like a place here. By the dumpster. Oh no, ice. Sorry, that's ice. Don't tell me that's the dumpster. Yeah, ice. That makes no sense. So this would be the bathroom, but it's just, it's like, yeah, it's a normal, And how to know that the team is British, not American? A water closet. Yeah, no. It'd have the 2 stick figures on it. Maybe. Yeah, super hot. Exactly. So it would be an indoor attraction. And yeah, no, it wouldn't say what. Let me see. In reality, if it's a bathroom in America at a gas station, it probably doesn't have anything on it. It just is there as a door. There's like, oh, there's a bathroom in the back. I'll get to give you the key. And you know you don't want to go in there unless you absolutely have to. Because that thing's probably not been cleaned in like a year. But yeah, it's like it's in the desert. This is like where it'd be perfect to have something for the inside, or you would have... You know what a good thing for like this one would be to have like an advertisement about having like local ice cream flavors kind of thing. I think if I had been there with something I would have had added on, maybe something about like a giant cactus kind of thing. But like, yeah, I'd go with the ice cream thing because I think that would work pretty well. Like homemade ice cream specifically, right? Maybe some of these rigs what pass by. Might as well call them drivable houses. They're as big as one. You feel them before you see them. I think I feel one now. Wait for it. But yeah. Again, it's just that whole trying to have something that is to get people to just be like, oh yeah, stop by. A good one that I haven't seen in a long time, you would sometimes see, if they didn't have something else, that they'd be advertising Dipping Dots, you know? That they've got Dippin' Dots here. Have some parody of that. That would be good. Because again, yeah, it's super hot. You don't really want to go outside. Like maybe Dippin' Bops, you know? Like that's something I've seen a lot. Or had seen. Because, again, it's just to get people to the door. And be like, oh yeah, I kind of want some. It's just a thing. Local fruit, or something on those lines as well, works. Also, there would not be a thing that says open 24/7. They're not open 24/7. Unless they're an inn or have an inn attached, which would actually make sense to do, to have like a little inn attached or whatever. But if there is like, you're just not gonna make it in time kind of thing, and you just want to stop for the night, even though you're probably like an hour out of town, maybe 2, but yeah, I'd say an hour out of town. 15 to 20 minutes at the least, but like an hour at max. But like if you're just like at that point where you're just like, I'm just stopping for the night, we'll get back tomorrow. We'll get there tomorrow. That could be logical. Heck, that would also make the cactus make more sense, because that would be typically where you find the cactus like that. So it'll be like saying, be a motel open 24/7. Even though not really. A cheap motel. But like either that, like with that'll be a cactus or a palm tree or whatever to make you feel vacationy, even though it's like. But also have a sign that says free Wi-Fi. Also, this isn't far enough back to have a stop sign like that. Brother doesn't have enough of a parking lot for that. I don't know. I know I'm just kind of ripping into another, but it's just like steel. Like it pisses. There should be something to it. A reason to stop here. Instead of just traveling like another 30 minutes. Oh, I guess that's the cement. That's just a cement truck. Dude would not be like, oh, well, that's huge. A cement truck. And that thing was piddly. And I want to know what would have happened if I had been in the road. Oh, I can't be in the road enough for that. Got it. I don't know. I mean, maybe I shouldn't be so nitpicky, but it's just like, I mean, if it is intended to be like that, there's just... It's the little things, but it definitely can make all the difference. For how in line it feels with reality. Like, if it was me, what I would have done is I would have... I'm just breaking down like how I would have done them up, right? I would have given it a little bit of like a castle or a like just like a little bit top to it. Kind of give it a little bit more like to make you look at it. Like whether it would have back in the day kind of thing. Like check this out. Have a sign that advertises something along the lines of like actually something that would absolutely work would be to have a little greenhouse out back and then have them advertising it like a butterfly garden. And obviously since it's glass you still can't see inside, right? So it's fine, but because of the way this game works, but because that would be something cool to come in and see. Especially somewhere like this. It'll be... No, that ain't it. That thing might as well come out of Pinata. Oh no, these things are much bigger than that. Wait for it. Thank you! I also called it that piddly little thing. It was definitively piddly. Alright, there we go. Still, this wouldn't... I mean, technically, maybe have people come in. But again, I do need some... I know what I would have had put on the sign. I got it. Old-fashioned candy. Or root beer. That would be something to have be like as a draw. They've got like this old, they've got like the old style of the pumps and everything, right? So if they're advertising also to have something like, you know, like candy like that, that would be something to come in and check out. Especially with like kids, because then you can be like, oh, these are things like. That way you don't have to worry about like any like brands, but basically that's kind of where I think I would go with it, you know? No. Not necessarily. But it's a kitschy thing. If it's an old-fashioned root beer, or like a candy, right? Like, that'll be candy that you don't normally see in stores, so this will be things like... Well, I mean, you'll occasionally see them in places like here, but they'll be like having things like Boston baked beans, or circus beans, or just like... Mary Jane's would be a good one to do. Something along those lines. Just having some old-fashioned old candies. Some taffy. Advertising saltwater taffy always, that's a thing. They could have a style like goldfish candy, like one says like saltwater taffy, or things like that. Because that makes it a thing you can only come here for. It makes it make sense that the business is still in operation. Because it's not so much that it's to get people, in that case, to get people stopped, it's that people come here specifically for that. And then it doesn't matter how dusty or dirty it is or whatever, people know what they're coming for. And then you even have that explain potentially picnic tables or whatever as well. Or it's just something along those lines. Or home of the blah blah blah. Introduce like this restaurant chain into the series, right? And it can be the original home of the blah blah burger or whatever. Just something that gets people to come here and stop and all that and be like, wow. It might sound dumb, but even that is like more than... That can be enough. Also, this shouldn't use... Just something. And mind you, they'll probably sell beef jerky and stuff too. Just not what they'd say that they're famous for, kind of thing. You gotta make it a reason for the people to come here, to stop here. Along the highway. That makes the reason for the highway being put in the way it is or whatever, right? Alrighty. I hope you have a good night's sleep. I'm probably gonna try and finish up soon too. I just... But yeah, you need to have some reason for people to come here. Or have been coming here.